Today, I'd like to continue our focus that we had yesterday on beginning, on new opportunities and new growth. And in thinking about this, I reflected on the fact that sometimes it's our first step that is the hardest to take. It's crossing that threshold from the known to the new that is the hardest to do. Sometimes the first step is just the toughest. It comes easier, like many other things in life, if we approach it with awareness and with intention and with clarity. So I came across a story in a book I really like. It's Mark Nepo's The Book of Awakening. If anybody's familiar with it, I've quoted it before in talks. But he tells the story about crossing a threshold. And it involves a friend of his named Robert. And Robert had decided that he was going to paint the family room. So he went to the hardware store and he got buckets of paint and he got drop cloths and he got brushes and he mixed everything and he loaded up with all the stuff that he had to do to paint the room. And he went up to the door to go into the family room. And he had so much stuff in his hands as he tried to open the door. He was putting stuff under his arms and balancing stuff. And so what happened, inevitably, when he had the door almost open, he dropped everything. And all the paint went over the floor and the drop cloths, everything dropped because he had too much stuff. He was carrying too much stuff as he tried to go through that door. And I thought that was a good metaphor, because sometimes when we approach these thresholds in our lives, these moments of change and these moments of new opportunity, sometimes we are just carrying too much stuff, and it helps to put it down before we can try to open that door and go through it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's been my experience. So as we get ready for our meditation, I want us to sit in the awareness of that image, because it's such a powerful one in terms of what we need to put down before we can go through those doors. So as we prepare for our meditation, let's take a breath, and if you are so inclined, close your eyes and just take a deep breath in. Deep cleansing breath in. Rest and just relax and gently release. If there's any tension anywhere in your body, just breathe into it in the next few moments and just rest and relax. Deep breath in, all the way down to your belly. Sometimes our breath stops in our chest, and just let this go all the way down to your belly. All the way down, and gently release. And as you continue to breathe, let your awareness rest on a threshold that you are approaching, one that perhaps resists your crossing it. Is there a door in your life that you would like to open but cannot yet open? It might be at work, at home, in a relationship, or in another aspect of your life. It might be a doorway to greater peace, to your next step on your awakening. Breathe steadily, deeply in, and gently release. And look to yourself to see if you are carrying too much to open that door. Let your awareness simply rest in that question without any judgment. What are you carrying? It could be your ability to say no. It could be your ability to say yes, your ability to speak up, or your willingness to remain silent. Breathe slowly, and with each out-breath, just simply put down those extra things you are carrying that prevent you from going through that door. Breathe freely. And when you are ready, and when you have put down what you are carrying, open the door. And so for the next few moments, let's just sit in that awareness of what we are putting down to open that door, to cross that next threshold. So take a breath. Take a breath as we just stretch out. As we come out of our meditation, open your eyes. And I'd like to close with one of my favorite poems from Rumi. And he just talks about the energy that we put into following our new beginnings. He writes, work, keep digging your well. Don't think about getting off from work. Water is there somewhere. Submit to a daily practice. Your loyalty to that is a ring on the door. Keep knocking, and the joy inside will eventually open a window and look out to see who's there. So for those watching later, have a great day, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining.